everyone. Welcome back to the Kia Hyundai channel. My name is Gabi.
And I'm Charlotte.
And we spent this past weekend racing electric vehicles on a drag strip. And Charlotte, what was the majority of vehicles that were there? They weren't EVs.
They were predominantly gasoline vehicles.
So that's why in today's video, we are bringing the best of both worlds and giving you the 2025 Kia Sorento PHEV, which stands for
Plug-in hybrid electric vehicle.
You got it.
A real drag strip weapon.
Just kidding. This one's definitely not something you're going to see on a drag strip, but it is something you may like to see in your driveway. 5 models. This is the first time we're filming the EX version, though. That's going to have the Star Map.
Hold on, it reconnected.
Oh,
we're back now.
Star Map signature lighting. If there's one thing we can't do, it's win here.
It's a little laggy, they're saying.
Oh.
But no, it's running now. We're
okay,
good.
Let's keep going. Again, it's a live stream, you guys. Hopefully it gets better. All right, so amber daytime running light, that's brand new for this year. The style, I should say. We did have ambers in the past, but again, this time, I think it just looks a little bit more modern and fitting on the Sorento.
Aggressive for sure, it looks great.
Definitely more in line with what we're seeing today in our lineup. The actual headlight itself is a vertically stacked LED, and it is so bright. This vehicle is also going to have intelligent high beam assist, So essentially, the car is going to know if there's enough ambient light around you and shut off the high beams if it deems it necessary. And then, of course, if it sees another vehicle passing, it'll shut them off again, turn them back on when it sees fit. Okay, so those are the headlights. I'll also talk a little bit about the grille before I actually open the hood, because that'll, of course, change the front end look. So we get a black center grille, and it's a matte finish, and you get some chrome housing throughout. So there's a big styling difference when you're looking at the hybrid or plug-in hybrid Sorento versus the gas. On the gas, you'll find most trims carry a blacked out or X-line style appearance, which definitely caters to the more ruggedized styling, but this one I think just looks sleek and classic. So you can easily, and that'll be utilized. So you better believe Kia's already packed a bunch of tech and safety here. So you're going to get that active forward clear for pedestrians, cyclists, and of course other vehicles, but it's also going to, so this car will sense if the vehicle ahead of you down, take you to a complete stop, and then right back up to speed again as things get moving. Really great safety function. Life a little bit easier as a driver, a little bit nicer. We also have front parking sensors, so that's going to be encased in that black portion of the front bumper, but also translate to the white body color of your bumper. So nice to see with a bigger vehicle like this, especially with a plug-in hybrid. You might be parking in a garage, you know, for charging. It's nice to have that extra source of safety just to warn you if you're getting too close.
Do you know what network you're on? A lot of people are saying it's pretty laggy today.
Oh, of course. I have no idea what network I'm on right now, but you can switch it to data maybe.
You think so?
Or we could just start from the beginning.
Stream keeps freezing in and out because it's not for us.
Should we start from the beginning?
What do you guys think? Weigh in. Start from the beginning, keep going.
I'm going to keep going for now and then let me know what the majority says. Because maybe they're just trolling.
So real. That would be so hurtful.
I remember all the comments were like, your mic's not working, and the sound was definitely on. Okay. Under the hood, we have a 1.6-liter 4-cylinder turbocharged engine. Now that is going to be the gasoline component of your vehicle, gasoline direct injection, but you're also going to have a hybrid electric motor. So that's where you get the plug-in hybrid aspect. What makes the PHEV different than a regular hybrid? Well, the fact that you plug it in. So it actually has a larger battery that is capable of accepting charge, and that's where you're going to get that fully electric range of 48 kilometers with this car. So the benefit of this over a regular hybrid is the fact that if you're running errands, doing whatever you're doing around the city, you can choose to have your vehicle operate in electric vehicle mode and not waste a drop of gas. My mom has a Kia Sorento. It's a 2024 model. She waited a long time for it. And she gets gas about twice a month now. And in the past, with her old V6 Sorento, she was getting gas twice a week. And filling up a V6, it was not cheap. So depending on what your driving style looks like, you can do all days worth of driving without spending any gas. I would recommend changing or using the gas in your tank probably every couple months though. You don't want to let it sit. I know there's some customers that seriously never use their gas because their driving is so predictable and they're just using that range of electricity. And definitely recommend using your gas every once in a while. Okay, wheels, these are 19-inch alloys. It's actually shared with the SX trim level, so it doesn't matter if you're getting the entry or the top of the line, you're getting these beautiful alloys. Now you do have your locking nuts actually underneath the wheel cover here. And because this is a vehicle that's going to put an emphasis on aerodynamics and efficiency, these wheels look a little bit different. That's why those are covered. However, I still think they look nice and classic. They're not like typical EV wheels that are very arrow-bladey and strange.
I think they look like a saw blade.
Yeah, they look good. In motion, they're quite nice too. Continental tire, and that's going to be your all-season tire. You're going to have a little bit of a black molding around your wheels as well too, so nice for Canadian winters. And then continuing on with that chrome design package, you're going to see our fender flare again in that chrome. A little bit of shiny bits, and then a little bit of a more matte appeal there. For your mirrors, body color, black, and an LED turn signal indicator. And then your window trims, your pillars are going to be black, but your window trim is going to be chrome again, and same thing with your roof rails. I will point out all the Sorentos in Canada, whether it's gas, hybrid, or plug-in hybrid, are going to be all-wheel drive.
Yeah.
Almost forgot that. All-wheel drive with terrain mode, so we get snow, mud, and sand. That's going to change the torque distribution, it's going to change the stability control, and of course your gear ratios to better help you in those conditions. We also have a charge door here, so hence the plug-in hybrid aspect of this vehicle. You can do level 1 or level 2 charging with this vehicle, so AC charging only. Level 1 is typically what you do overnight, and that's what a majority of our real-world customers are doing, just because you don't need any special wiring. It plugs in the same outlet you would plug in your phone to. So again, nothing too special, and the vehicle comes with the level 1 charger with purchase, so you don't have to buy anything extra. Some people do choose to get a level 2, and that's where you'll definitely get that quicker charge time, so about 3 hours, which is very nice to see. Along the back of the car, we have our Kia badge, again in a chrome finish, Sorento on the bottom left. Backup camera?
No, phone number.
Oh,
I was trying to do call me, but I think I did.
All right, Sorento and then 4X on the right. You get rear parking sensors along the black portion of the rear bumper. And then some pretty nice molding along the bottom diffuser, skid plate. Something that makes this vehicle pretty special is the inclusion of a spare tire. I know, a lot of hybrids, plug-in hybrids, are not coming with spares, even if they're a larger SUV like the Sorento here. But we do have one, so that's very nice to see. Under the floorboard here, you can see your kit for your spare and just the tiniest amount of storage. Seriously, nothing too crazy, but again, this vehicle, it's got a big battery underneath it, you know? Need room for other things here. It is a 6-seater configuration, so we get 2 seats back here. I have one of them up right now, and the other one's down because it still has plastic on it.
Nice.
The detail budget, actually the marketing budget went entirely to our weekend this weekend. And you can see with the seat folded down, there is a ton of usable space. I can knock the other one down for size 2 if y'all want to see that. So you just grab the tether, pull it, it knocks down the armrest or the headrest, give it a push, and it goes completely flat.
So easy.
Pretty
And
nice.
even in your third row, you have a rear tethers.
Ooh.
Nice for your car seats.
And then in the back, Charlotte will probably hop in here when she goes over here, but I'll just go give a quick glance. We have USB chargers, USB-Cs I should say, button to power fold your second row, so left and right separate, and then a 12-volt charger as well too. There's also a good amount of storage back here and cup holders. I realized I didn't talk about the transmission of this car, so it is a 6-speed automatic. You do have paddle shifters, which Charlotte will show inside, but what makes this car pretty special is the fact that you can control the amount of regen braking when you're in eco mode or the actual gear ratio with sport mode. So you can play around, do some engine braking, but also recapture some charge as well.
King Bob asked a question. He said, I know there's regenerative braking to charge the batteries, but does the engine charge the battery?
Yes, that's true. So if you deplete all of your range, so all of your electric range from plugging your car in and you're running your vehicle in sport mode, you're running it downhill, you'll see that range slowly build back. It's not going to be as efficient because of course you are using gas to get that charge back as if you were just plugging it in, but it will build back, which is pretty cool. One more thing I'll point out, this is just a small design cue that I really like on the Sorento. The rear wiper is actually tucked away under the spoiler, and then you also have a high-mounted stop lamp up there as well too.
And this is new.
Yes, the connected headlight.
Taillight.
Taillight.
But yes.
It used to be separate, so we used to have
That's our 2025 difference.
Together, you guys. We're all about being together. Gas door. So this, although it's a turbocharged engine and although it's a hybrid, it's still just regular unleaded fuel, and it does have a smaller tank than the regular hybrid. So this car is cheaper to fill up, and then of course you have the electric range that you can capitalize on if you are plugging your car in. So pretty cool if you ask me.
Very cool.
Price point,
Yep.
50,645 Canadian right over here, and you do get a $2,500 government rebate. Now, if you're in Ontario, that's the only rebate you get, but depending on your province, you may also have a stackable provincial rebate. For fuel efficiency, you get combined 3.2 liters per 100 kilometers, and then when you are not working with gas or not working with EV, you still have a fairly good rated fuel efficiency, because this vehicle at its core is still going to be a hybrid. Even when you're out of range, it still has that electric motor that's working with your gas engine to be efficient, or hybrid motor, I should say. All right, shall we hop inside?
Yep.
Okay.
All right.
Any more comments about the quality?
It was good, and then it dropped down. Most people said keep going, and we're at the point right now we really can't stop. So
Yeah.
Hey, yeehaw, drive on. All right, so let's talk about the driver's door. And again, you can see that we have a lot of great styling accents when it comes to this vehicle. This is a black synthetic interior, and then we also have some dark chrome accents on the interior with a mix of the traditional chrome, which I think looks really good. I love the dark liquid metallic look. It looks great. When it comes to our mirrors, they are electronically controlled. And then for your windows, you have full automatic windows, but you have an express and obstacle detecting for the driver's window. And right here, you've got your controls for child lock and window lock. So everything all in one button, which is very nice. As you move down, you can see we've got some storage for some bottles.
Who is on the Wi-Fi?
That for us.
We actually can't win, Charlotte.
We never win. We stay losing, but it keeps us humble, right?
I guess.
Okay, I guess we'll keep rolling. I really love all of the venting on the Sorento. I love how, you can really adjust it to make it actually hit you, whether that be up in the face or if you need a little bit more down below too. And again, I like how it mimics the shape of the headlights that we have on the front. I always think that is a cool design cue. Down below, you do have your brightness adjuster for your instrument cluster, which is digital. It's a 4.2-inch screen. And then you do have a digital speedometer and tachometer, which is great to see a tach on a PHEV, since typically you don't when you are looking at your power flow graph, I'll say. And we are operating with some simplified graphics, which I think look great. And those hash marks really do fill up as you're increasing in speed and RPMs. They look great. You do have your tailgate control from here too. Power lift gate. My non-negotiable feature. I love it. And then of course you can control your fuel door, open it from here, and then also your traction control. Steering wheel, it is leather wrapped and heated all the way around, which is fantastic. And this is really the only place we're going to see some piano black accenting, which has me amped. I love that because I think that they did it right in this vehicle. Over here, you can see we're going to have more so of our media controls, like your virtual assistant, your media modes, and everything along those lines is pretty self-explanatory. And then over here is going to be more so of your driving controls, like that lane following distance, that lane keep assist, everything that Gabby mentioned, your cruise control, of course, is accessible from here. So pretty easy. Behind us, we do have paddle shifters, and Gabby mentioned, of course, what powertrain we're operating with, but when you are in sport mode, you can actually use these to manually work through those gears, well, as manually as you can in automatic, of course. But if it is in eco mode, that's actually going to be used to adjust your regenerative braking to help get some more charge into that battery. So it's very neat that they are dual purpose. It's great seeing that. Wiper stock, lighting stock, everything like that is pretty self-explanatory, and of course, I've already talked about our display. I will cycle through the 4.2-inch screen just to show what's going on. I can even hold the camera for that if you'd like.
Sure. Can we come around?
Yeah, that'd be awesome. Okay, so I wanted to show this because, of course, with your PHEV, I'm going to go up to the top, is this will actually give you the breakdown of what you have for your gasoline and also, of course, what you have for your electric range. So this battery is nowhere near being close to 100% charge, the electric battery of it. But again, I like that breakdown. And then from here, you're going to see your normal kind of specs for your current trip, refueling your basically your vehicle's computer and what type of mode that you're in, safety features, and then of course here you'll see power distribution, tire pressure, and also engine temperature. So lots of stuff that you can truly see and control right from the steering wheel, which is perfect for the driver. Over here, this is absolutely the star of the show, and this is our multimedia interface, and it is 12.3 inches, which is, again, phenomenal. You also have the capacity for Sirius XM, of course, and HD radio, and I want to dip into this screen right here because this is our plug-in hybrid screen. Woo, woo, woo. And so from here you can get, I don't know why I do that, you can get your EV breakdown. So of course the electric range, the pure electric range that you have remaining, the battery status, so like I said, nowhere near 100%. And then also you can set your departure time and scheduled charging. But I really like this graphic over here because this actually will show you the flow of power and flow of electricity of when you're using the motor, when you're using the engine, and when you're putting stuff back into your battery. Also it's labeled because I didn't know that that's How else am I supposed to know that that's a wheel other than it telling me?
You're telling me that's not my engine?
Yeah. That doesn't look like a battery. But again, lots that you can control here from this screen. So you can set your departure time to work with your scheduled charging to make sure that you're at optimal temperature, which is really cool. And then also charging current. So if you only want to charge your vehicle up to 90%, you never want it to reach 100%, because sometimes people feel that way with batteries, then you can also do so from here. And again, this is only AC charging. From here, again, battery status. And then this is going to be a lot more of your history. So the fuel economy in utilizing the hybrid powertrain, and then also the EV economic history. Economy history, not economic. Thanks. I think Charlotte still has wind noise. It's true. Is that that's what it looks like?
Yeah.
Oh, geez. Oof.
Well, that's good.
If not, maybe we'll reshoot this and post it as another video. Another thing I like about the screen is how customizable it is. Oh, I'm not pressing down hard enough.
Do you want me to film?
Yeah, could you?
Yes.
Thank you. Not that I need two hands for it, but I do like how you can move these. So if you never want to use PHEV screen, you can slide it around and have something that you're going to use a lot more in this area. And then you can also drop down here for further customization, which I think is really neat. So tons of different ways for phone projection. Guys, you know I'm amped to tell you not only do we not have very much piano black, but also you have wireless Apple CarPlay and Android Auto, which is phenomenal. And if you're thinking that you prefer a wired connection, this software, the wireless connection on it is so good. It is so much better than what we've seen in previous generations. It really is a huge improvement. I love it, I love it, I love it. You also have a wireless phone charger, so complete wireless experience. And this was a huge point as to why I switched into a Sorento this year. From here, you can also go into setup. You can go to your vehicle setup, and from here, driver's assistance, the fact that it's, you know, PHEV, but you can really go and adjust all of your different settings from here, like your driver's assistant, all of those safety features too, that Gabby would have mentioned, can be customized there. This is new for the Sorento, and it's obviously the first time we're seeing it for the PHEV too. Well, for the EX, your switchable infotainment/climate cluster. So right now it's set up for infotainment, and you do have a handy search function, which you can use to search for features or contacts or different media, making it a lot easier for the learning curve on this vehicle. And then of course you can also access your heating and ventilation from here and switch it into driver only, because this is still a hybrid powertrain vehicle. So any type of climate control can affect your range, but cooling is not really going to change that much, truthfully. Turn that off. Moving down, you can see that this is new as well. So we have USB-C, and it is dual purpose for charging or connectivity. Another USB-C and your wireless phone chargers right here. I want to pull this down, guys. Is that matte black?
That's not piano black.
It's not piano black, girl.
It's the little things.
It truly is. So no fingerprint magnets here, but you do have heated seats.
Ooh.
That was a good segue.
3 levels.
3 levels.
Spoil me.
I also love this gear shift. This is so luxe. This is definitely giving Genesis. Obviously doesn't quite pop out the same way, but very nice shift-by-wire gear selector here. Sorento, which we still had, and then of course, still in matte black, is your drive modes and your terrain modes. So Gabby went over our terrain modes that we have snow, mud, and sand. They changed the torque distribution and your stability control. Decrease wheel spin, increase wheel spin for sand, and then also our drive modes, so Eco, Sport, and Smart. Of course, they're going to work with the powertrain to change the configuration, and then we already mentioned what the paddles are going to do when you are in those different types of modes. 2 levels of heat for your heated steering wheel. Woohoo!
That's actually really
That's,
nice.
I know, isn't it? Auto hold, downhill braking. Ah, I knew it. I always get that one wrong. Electronic parking brake, and then also you're going to see your rear view camera here. You have different views. So from here, you can have a little bit of a hitch camera, and then also you have the capacity to do a wider view too. So tons of different angles with dynamic guidelines, which I love. You also have your parking sensors, which Gabby pointed out. And this is a button we don't see too often in a PHEV, because we never see PHEVs, but we do always see it in the PHEV, don't worry.
I like where you're going with this.
Thank you.
I was confused at
Yeah,
first.
you're like, girl, you're so wrong. But this is our EV HEV button. So basically what you can do is you can switch it to on demand. So if you don't want to be in automatic mode, which the vehicle typically is you can switch it into hybrid modes utilizing a hybrid powertrain, or purely pulling from that electric range, and you can switch that depending on, you know, to get the better economy out of your driving situation. So you'd probably want to be fully electric if you're in some type of stop and go traffic or stuck in the city, typically in periods where you'd be idling a lot more. So it's great that you can switch it to be on demand. Little area here for your glasses or sunglasses, because you don't have a sunglass holder, but you do have a decent amount of space still in the center console, which I absolutely love. great amount of space there. Up
Got,
top.
sorry, quite a few questions
Yeah.
about the heads-up display, if it has one, and the answer is no.
Does not. Does no heads-up display, unfortunately.
The SX model doesn't have one either.
No. Glove box, English and French manuals.
Cute.
I don't know why I'm doing it like this. Sometimes I forget that we're online and that we're not just yapping to ourselves, and sometimes I get a little too personal.
That's okay.
Sorry.
I like that you're real with us.
Yeah, that's something.
All right, let's get out. Ooh.
Oh, buddy.
Hold on, that looked pretty easy to move.
I'm just really strong. No, it's really easy to move, don't worry. The nice thing is, if you haven't noticed, these seats, they're on a rail system. So if you have car seats back here, or even just passengers who are taller, you can definitely get a lot more pass-through room depending on how you need to move it, which is absolutely phenomenal. And as a mom, I love it. I truly love it. Back here for amenities, you've got dual pockets, leather and cargo, USB-Cs integrated into the seats, and air vents. I know it's the little things for me. Down below, 12 volt, which is fantastic. And you still have some pockets over here too for a little bit of extra stretch. I love the configuration, this is so random, but I love the configuration of these Sorento doors because you have basically dual cup holders. You have an actual cup holder right there, but then also the bottle holder. Yeah, that is my favorite setup. Again, it's the little things until you spend so much time going through different cars, yeah. Lower latch anchors, of course, on both these vehicles. And I know I'm talking too fast. I'm gonna slow down. You have rear tethers as well. I'm gonna pop into the third row. Now it is easy to get into the third row because you do have captain's chairs.
We're just doing it the hard way.
No, it's still easy from this way. But if I was outside of the vehicle where Gabby is, you have a button there to quickly bring the seat forward to give you lots of space to move forward. The best thing is that you don't just have a button up here, you also have one down below. That way if you have got a smaller kid or something like that, they can still press and access it, and this one is dual purpose for someone out here or also in the third row. I got seatbelt clips to keep this back to prevent or to help anyone get into the back seat. And I'll move this back to show the room. Okay. I got a decent amount of space back here.
Yeah, so I have the passenger seat pretty far back. And right now, this isn't the furthest it can go on the rail, so it could still go a little further. Still got decent room. Headroom-wise, the Sorento really shines. It's a pretty tall cabin.
No sunroof.
Yes.
So you get more headroom. But again, very nice back here. The nice thing about having the captain's chairs with the air vents, the rear ducts, is it flows back here. So you actually do get some airflow despite not having independent vents back here. So don't worry, that is tried and true. Gabby already mentioned the amenities. We got cup holders, USB-Cs. The third row is not forgotten about, and I think that really elevates the third row experience. It feels like more than just a bonus row, you know?
Can you measure your headroom? That's a good amount.
I think that's, what, 6 inches?
That's a lot.
6 inches, maybe?
Sure.
And I'm like sitting up straight. I'm comfy back here.
Yeah. And
I'd still put like your shortest back here, but
yeah,
don't worry.
I will say a lot of manufacturers that have an SUV of this size with a third row, they're going to squeeze an extra seat in there, and it's so uncomfortable. But these two main seats, they're wide, they're comfy. I love the plastic. It's really nice. All right, Charlotte, what are you doing?
I was looking at the comments. I didn't know if we were sitting in here or not.
Yeah, we can. Do you want to
Okay.
sit in the second row?
Yeah, let me get my laptop.
Okay. All right, so I will hop in, and then we'll see what you guys have to say about the Sorento, or what you have to say about plug-in hybrid in general, or I guess just what you have to say. And I apologize for the quality of the stream earlier.
And now.
And now, yeah. It's good old Brantford. Okay. Oh, Mark said, all I saw was Gab.
Gabby, I traded my Ioniq 6 for an EV9.
Ooh.
No way. Congratulations.
Yeah, congrats. The EV9 is a wicked car. Absolutely love that vehicle. We have Wes currently driving ours, or he was driving ours for the weekend. And even he's loving that car. He did not want to give it back to us today.
Yeah, he was very much impressed with it.
Mm-hmm. Let's see. Brave Boy said, so it's a 2 + 2 + 3. No, it's a 6-seater. For the hybrids and plug-in hybrids, you can only get it as a 6-seater. There's no bench seat option. So the only time it would be a 7 is if there was a bench here. So, yeah.
Did you get horsepower in work?
Did I know that?
I can't remember if you did.
Oh, 261 horse, 258 pound-feet of torque.
I was just thinking for me.
Yeah.
I just couldn't remember.
Let's see. Hey girls, how was the track day? It was a lot of fun.
We had a wonderful time.
Yes. We got heckled a little bit for having EVs there, but that's just because they knew they couldn't beat us. So.
It was all in good fun, though.
Yeah, lots of fun.
Kevin's on. How's the little munchkin, Charlotte? She's doing great. She stopped by the track actually for a little bit on Saturday, and she was very safe. Don't worry. But
Yes.
it was a ton of fun.
She was not in the car.
She was not in the car. No, she was driving. No. Samantha's saying the helmets looked way too oversized on your heads, but that was legitimately my helmet. Like, I was wearing my helmet in my video.
You were?
Yeah, like that's my helmet. It's a kid's.
I think I was wearing Tim or Kim's helmet in mine.
Which, if it was Tim's, it's definitely too big.
Yeah. Brave Boy said it's also called hill descent control. I think I said downhill descent control.
Downhill, yeah. I say like downhill
braking. Control, yeah.
Yeah, it can go by different names for sure, but as long as the point gets across.
What's your favorite thing about the car? Asked Doubt. The fact that it's a plug-in hybrid. I think that's incredible in itself.
Black of peanut black, venting.
The new gear shift's nice.
Yeah, it's really nice actually.
And the new sound. There's a lot of things we like about this car.
I like that it shows that Kia Canada is listening to what their customers have to say and the things that they want. Thanks, Abe.
Let's see. What's the fastest you went on the track day?
I got 135. I think 135. I can't remember the point.
Yeah.
Miles per hour.
We have the receipts somewhere.
Yeah, we gotta dig them out. You got faster though. You got 136, didn't you? Or 137.
I got the best run time of the day in the slowest car.
Yes. Gabby was killing it.
Thanks, girl.
I got you.
I also probably had the worst run of the day too, though.
No, I think I did.
No.
I think I did. I think the 5N.
I was really late that one day.
Oh, yeah. Yeah.
Okay. Let's see. Craig said, we absolutely love our red Sorento. When we need to trade it in, we got a red Sportage X9 Limited.
Awesome.
A new love was born.
Oh, I'm so glad you're enjoying it. That's fantastic.
Two sweet cars.
Yeah, 137 is 220 kilometers an hour. So yeah. And it tops out at 260, so.
Ryan said we went 196 on the straight line in the 5N. Yeah, so we also got to road course. I don't know if I should be saying this. Road course Ioniq 5N with Ryan. So Ryan's a professional driving instructor. Like he is.
Ryan.
He's that guy, you guys. And that car, I've never been so scared in my life, but also so shocked because just the complete silence of the vehicle. You don't hear anything.
Yeah, you're just kind of sitting there and you're like.
It just feels violent. Like that car feels so violent. It's crazy. Also, shout out to Ryan for driving with his hand literally split in half.
Yeah, Ryan's a real one.
Yeah.
He's a true professional.
I wish we caught a video of that.
I know.
Just straight up his hand. But that was a lot of fun. I think probably my highlight of the day. I'm not going to lie.
Yeah, it was a ton of fun.
Mm-hmm. Also, here's another, again, back to the track day, but I found it so impressive that at just about every single run that we've done with either the EV6 or the Ioniq 5N, the battery percentage would go down, maybe 1%. So that's crazy. I was just completely shocked. Does the Ioniq 5N only come in that light shade of blue, performance blue? Yeah, so we only have that shade here in Canada if you're looking for a blue. We don't have one at our dealership at this point, though. We only have a white.
While all the infotainment systems have a black background, that is so infuriating. You actually can change it into a lighter display. You can also set it to automatically adjust depending on the amount of ambient lighting, either exterior, to switch between light and dark display. So yeah, you can actually change that. And
automatic.
We've done a video on it too.
Gotta ask the price again. 50,645 Canadian
with the eligibility for a rebate.
Any other questions? Have you tried remote smart park assist? We absolutely have. Don't use it.
Don't say that.
I'm joking. Charlotte and I have a little
inside joke going.
Yeah.
You had to be there.
Yeah. It's too fresh right now, but I promise I will share it with you guys shortly.
It's a situation where if you don't laugh,
you lose.
Gabby will cry.
Yeah. That's every day. Anyway. Do the middle seats hide down or just fold? They fold. They just fold.
Like, are they stone go?
Stone go. It's not stone go.
It's not stone
It's
go.
not stone go.
My aunt bought a new Kona. Awesome. And that is from 2024 Hyundai Kona Limited. Thank you for joining today.
Very nice.
That's awesome. A 20 SEL with convenience package. Cool. That's awesome.
Lori said I bought a 2024 Sorento last week. I love it. I'm in Tennessee.
Awesome.
Congrats, Lori. Honestly, I love the Sorento so much.
Yeah.
So
great.
Much. I always say every time we film one, I would never buy an SUV, but I would get a Sorento. It would be a Sorento. Yep.
Yeah, I'm just reading past it.
Oh boy. Any Sorentos with power folding mirrors or remote start? Yes. So for remote start, every single model of the Kia Sorento has it now.
It's standard.
They're all remote start and they're all push button start. And then for power folding mirrors, a majority of our models do have it. So for gas, I believe it starts on the, I want to say X line, but it could be X line limited.
Not X line. Not X line gas Sorento. Not power folding.
Okay.
Grant Johnson.
Just walked into our video.
Okay, my gorgeous.
Okay, next. Anything you want to see?
Who's saying I'm pregnant? That's so rude. Kevin.
Kevin.
I'm not. And this shirt is just comfortable, okay? That is so rude.
That is rude. If Gabby bought a Sorento, you girls would be in a Sorento sorority. I think I might have to get one just for that.
Sorento sorority? We could have been soul sisters, though. Kia souls.
Aw. Kia Canada, please don't discontinue the Kia Soul. We haven't even been soulmates yet.
I know.
All right. Did you guys race Hector? No, he was scared.
Oh.
Let's see. What's feature this car is missing or missed the mark on? Like Sorento PHEV period or
this model?
Trim?
I was gonna say, I guess power folding mirrors then.
I feel like it'd be nice for us to have a sunroof.
Like a sunroof, a heads-up display is what a lot of people are yapping about. So.
I meant to mention this earlier, but in the past we had 3 models of Sorento PHEV. So there's the EX, the EX Plus, and then the SX. The EX Plus is the middle ground where you got the panoramic roof, you got the navigation, the larger screen, that kind of thing. They've axed that for this current model year. Yeah, but it would be nice to still get
sunglass holder.
That panel roof. Yeah, sunglass holder.
MG though, I do think that we have like the working sunglass holder. It's just down below.
No.
Like the okay, all right, I'm incorrect.
No.
I'm wrong.
Because like you can't leave your sunglasses in the car.
No, because people will see them.
Yeah.
And they'll get stolen. Yeah, heads-up display, sunroof, power folding mirrors, sunglass holder. Kia Canada, take notes. Write that down.
Smarth wants us to scroll up.
Smarth, what did you say? Can you post it again?
Can you say it again?
I'm begging you.
Everything I've seen from you from earlier, it says message retracted. Oh, you just called us a bobblehead. That's fine.
Oh, thank you.
Okay.
It's true.
It's true, yeah. Is it true that the EV6 is faster than a Hellcat on the drag?
Yes.
You heard correctly.
And we will post receipts.
Yeah, receipts.
I have footage.
I also will say we got heckled a little bit. I feel like I said that already. Yeah, I said
I had some people make... no, it's true. I had some people make some pretty insane comparisons, and I was like... Yeah. I feel like we should probably end off this stream, because I think I'm showing a little too much of my personality, and that's not good for anybody.
Okay.
On that note, Kevin's grounded, and we're bobbleheads. So...
Bobble.
That's what I said. And my shirt's not missing a button, and I'm not pregnant. Thank you.
And
that's my life. Thanks for watching.
I have no updates. See ya.
See you tomorrow.